Hello everyone. So what we're treating today is basic bodice pattern. So let's get started, guys. So to draft a basic bodice, the first thing you need to do is to measure your shoulder, line. So first of the measurement I'm working with today, the shoulder is 14, the bust point is 9.5, the bust is 35, the waist is 30, and the hip is 36. So the first thing you need to do is to measure your shoulder, line. Okay, so like that. So after measuring your shoulder line, your shoulder line, the next thing is to measure your bust point, which can also be referred to as shoulder to nipple. So to measure your bust points, you have to measure from your shoulder to your nipple. So this measurement I'm working with, the bust point, which is also the shoulder to nipple, is 9.5. So from this shoulder line we drew, you mark 9.5. You mark 9.5 here. That's it. 9.5. 9.5. Then you join the lines together with a ruler, like this. Okay, so after doing that, so the next thing is then to measure from our shoulder to our waist. So the measurement I'm working with, the shoulder to the waist here is 16. So you go to your shoulder, the shoulder line that we drew, you measure 16 all the way down here, then you mark it. So you draw the line as well. Okay, so this is it, guys. We've already drawn our shoulder line, bust point line, and this is our waist line. So the next thing is then to draw out our hip line, and the next thing is to draw our hip line. And the measurements I'm working with, the shoulder to hip is 24. So you take your tape rule, you measure from your shoulder downward by 24, and you mark it like this. Okay, so you draw it the same way you drill the other lines. Okay, so this is it, guys. So after doing that, the next thing to do is to go to our shoulder line. We then cut out our neck. Normally the measurement for the neckline is for the basic is always 3 inch by 3 inch. So we're using the same measurements, guys. So 3 inch here, and you come down like this by 3 inch as well. Then you take your curve ruler. You can decide to make use of your hand, but since I have a curve ruler, I'm making use of it. Then you join the lines together. You join the lines together like this. Okay, so like this, guys. So after the next thing to do is then to take our straight ruler.
Music on trendybeats.com.
So we take our straight ruler, and as you guys knows, our shoulder is not straight, so we can't leave our shoulder line like this. We can't, so we have to curve it. We have to slant it. Sorry. So then you come down this shoulder line. Some do come down by 1 inch, some half and quarter inch, but I come down by half inch. Half is okay for me. So the next thing is then to take your straight ruler from this place. You join your line to this line we just drew, like this, as you guys can see. So like this. So we measure our shoulder. The measurement I'm working with is 14. So you divide whatever your shoulder is, you divide it by 2. So mine is 14 divided by 2 gives me 7. 7. So you add half inch to hit here. The half inch is for the allowance. So you add half inch to hit here, and because we're no longer making use of this line because we've already slanted. Why? Because our shoulder is not straight, it's slant. So you go down like this. So this is our shoulder. So after doing this, this is our shoulder. So after doing this, the next thing is then to draw out our armhole. So the next thing to draw out is our armhole. So from here, from this new line we just drew for our shoulder, you then measure your armhole all the way down. Guys, normally measurement for the armhole, it's either 8, 8.5 or 9. Yes, it's either 8, 8.5 or 9. So this measurement to measure your armhole, your bust, whatever you get, whatever your bust is, your bust circumference, whatever it is, you divide it by 6 and you add 1.5 inch or 2 inch to it. So my armhole measurement is 8, which I'll mark it here, 8. Then I'll join this line together, making sure we drew 7.5 up here, so you have to put it here too, so the line would be straight. Sorry guys, so the line would be straight. So you join it together like this. Okay. So this is it, guys. So this is our armhole. Guys. So the next thing is then to draw it like this. So this line we just drew. Sorry, the line I drew is not too straight. Okay. So this line I just drew. Okay. So this line, this with our armhole stop, this line I just drew is going to be our chest line. It's going to be our chest line. This line that I just drew. So the next thing is then to measure our nipple to nipple. So our nipple to nipple. So this the measurements I'm using. The nipple to nipple is 8. So whatever your nipple to nipple is, you divide it by 2. Mine is 8. So 8 divided by 2, that's 4. You mark 4 here. So the next thing is then to you mark 4 all the way down. You make sure you mark the 4 from this line, from this bust point. From this bust point, you mark 4. So you go to your waistline as well. You mark 4. or whatever you get. Yours might not be 4. Whatever you get, you mark it all the way from your bust point to your hip, what's it called, to your hip line. So after marking it like that, the next thing is then to take a straight ruler like this, and you join the lines together on a straight line. You join the lines to your hip line. You join the line to your hip line like this. So after doing that, guys, from what's it called, your bust points here, you mark 1 inch downward. This like this. So this is 1 inch downward. Can you see it? So from your what's it called? Sorry. Okay. So from your hip line, this is the hip line. You mark 2 inch upward. You know, we mark 1 inch downward from the bust point. So from what's it called, hip line, you mark 2 inch upward like this. So this is it. So the next thing is then to go to your waistline. So when you get to your waistline, this is the waistline. So the next thing is then to go to our waistline, guys. So this place, when you get here, you then mark ½ inch from this line that we draw. You mark ½ inch here. You mark ½ inch here. Sorry, guys. Don't know what's wrong with my pen. Okay. So you mark ½ inch here. Here as well. You mark ½ inch here. Like this, guys. Can you see it? ½ inch here, ½ inch here. So the next thing is then to take your ruler. You then join this line. This, you know, we came down by 1 inch. From this 1 inch that we came down, you mark it to where the ½ inch line we just draw is. You join it together like this. Okay, so like this, guys. So you do the same thing to this side as well, making sure you go on the straight line. Okay, so this is it, guys. So you then go down like this to our hip. What's it called? Sorry. To our hip. What's it called? To, you know, we what's it called? We went up by 2 inch. So you join it to that line. To that line. Okay. Like this. So this is it, guys. This is going to be our waist. That. So after this, the next thing is then to. So the next thing to do is then to go to our, what's it called, our armhole, guys. So the first thing, when you get to your armhole, you know, the measurement I used was 8, right? So you look for the midpoint, so which the midpoint is 4. So we mark our, what's it called, our midpoint here. So after marking our midpoint, the next thing is then to where you mark the midpoint, you then go in by ½ of an inch, like this. Like this, you know, this is the line we just marked. This is the midpoint. So after doing that, you then take, what's it called, you take your straight ruler like this. From this line, you take your straight ruler up here, you join it to your line like this. So after marking, what's it called, after marking this to this point, so we then take our, what's it called, our curve ruler. You can decide to make use of your end, but then if you have a curve ruler, you can make use of it. So you then, from this point, you go down like this. So from this point, you go down like this, guys. So as you can see, this is what we have. So after doing that, so after our armhole, the next thing is then to measure our, what's it called, bust circumference, waist, hips. So the measurement I'm working with the bust is 35. So you divide whatever your bust is by 4. So 35, mine is 35. 35 divided by 4 gives me 8.75. So I will then, from this place, you don't draw on this, what's it called, your bust. You don't draw it on this bust point. You draw it on your chest line. I was supposed to draw the line here, but there's no need for that. So you draw 8.75. You mark it. So after doing that, you then go to your waist. So the, what's it called, the waist measurement is 30. So you divide that as well. Whatever you get, you divide it by 4 as well. So mine is 30 divided by 4. That's 7.5. You mark it on your waist line as well. 7.5. Okay. So the next thing is then to go to your hip. So this hip, the measurement I'm working with is 36. You divide whatever you get by 4. So 36 divided by 4 gives me 9. Then I'll mark it. Okay. So the next thing is then to take your ruler. I've already marked it, guys. That's the hip line. So the next thing is then to take our ruler and join the lines together. From this to your waist, join it together like this. Okay. So from the waist to the hip as well, you join it together. Okay, so this is it, guys. After joining it together, you then take, what's it called, your curve ruler, because I don't want this place to, I want a curvy, what's it called, I want it to look a bit curvy. So you take your ruler and use it to reshape it. So after doing that, the next thing is then to, what's it called, to mark our, what's it called, side dart. So we then add a side dart, but before then we need to add an allowance. What's it called? We need to add our allowances. So I'm using 1 inch. You can decide to use whatever allowance you want. That 1.5, 2, it depends, but I'm using 1 inch. So I will then mark my 1 inch all the way. So this is it, guys. So the next thing is then to come down here and add, what's it called, to it. We have to add ½ inch allowance to the down part as well. That's what we use in folding our hem. ½ inch, and you decide to make use of 1 inch for that. ½ inch is okay. So you join the lines together. So like this. After doing this, you extend this down as well. join it to the line. So this is it, guys. So after then, we then what's it called, mark aside that. To mark aside that, you measure what's it called from this chest line to your waist. So to mark what's it called aside that, you first measure from your what's it called chest line to your waistline. So whatever you get, you look for the midpoint. Look for the midpoint here. So this is our midpoint. So this midpoint here. The next thing is then to take a straight ruler and connect your midpoint line. You connect it to this bust point line. Can you see it? You connect the line, the midpoint line we just marked. You connect it to your bust point line like this, like this. So like this, guys. So after connecting it, you then take your tape rule. This line that we just drew, you come down by 1 inch. So like this. So I've already marked it. So after that, you come to this line that we just drew. You what's it called? Mark ½ inch here. Can you see it? You mark ½ inch here. You go to the other side as well, and you mark ½ inch as well. Can you see? So the next thing is then to join the line to this line that we put here. You join them together like this, and you do the same thing to this side as well. And this is what we have. So this is going to be aside that. So this is aside that, guys. And because of that, 1 inch, we've already taken out 1 inch. By the time you take out this 1 inch, this what's it called here, this side is going to be shorter. Do you understand? Because if you should take it out like this now, do you understand? It's going to affect this place is going to be shorter. So the next thing is then you then come here and mark 1 inch here, like this. Like this. After marking 1 inch here, you connect it like this. You connect it like this. Oh no, okay, sorry guys. So you connect it like this.
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
Sorry. Then you go like this. So you have to make it come like this and like this. Like as can you see it now. So if you should then take out this 1 inch here, by the time you take out this 1 inch here, automatically this is going to come up. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If this place now we should fold it, do you understand? This place is going to move up by 1 inch. So by the time this place move up by 1 inch, it's going to rhyme up with this. Do you understand? It's going to rhyme up with this back what's it called. So this is our front what's it called? This is our front bodice. So we're stopping here today, guys. Tomorrow we're going to draw out our back bodice. So if you have any question regarding this, please drop it down below. All right, bye.